He was calling Ryan Freakazoid and Ryan with two N's. That's
I
just
called him Ryan N for a while, and someone just said I was completely wrong. But apparently his last name is Welsh, so every now and then they go by that. But we are going to be getting live into this with this best of one between Swole Patrol and 5Power here on Inferno, starting off with the pistol round.
Oh, I am looking forward to this one. A couple of flashes out for Cast, and he's going to be taking that towards the B site. One flash straight out. 5Power already forced back. This looks like a fast round as Max is going to find that first. Madobu with two. That's that Asian firepower that we were talking about.
Absolutely huge get over. Now Urcast, he's actually pushed himself in a bit quick, waiting for that rotation. May have been wiser, but Toy is here, still lurking in apartments. Heavy damage up there onto Ryan.
I love it. Who is that?
Urcast, I think that was coming out from Library. That was indeed. Toy got taken out. Urcast is going to chime right back into a 1v2. Just buying time. Cooper trying so desperately. He has that USP to pick up too. I'm surprised he hasn't yet. Now, taps the bomb. He's not tapping. He's sticking this. Cooper's got to go for this 1 second. And Urcast pulls out a miracle round by ninja-ing that defuse. Cooper just thought he was getting baited out there. So, like you said, winning both the pistol rounds would definitely give them a chance. And there is the first.
Yeah, that's a great start. And against such a confident team, this Swole Patrol team, they know that they're the best NA side here. They know that they've got the best NA chance to take home the bacon. And they're going to go charging straight forward into this one. Max, Ellis, both with AK-47s. Deagles all around for the rest. That nade, not quite meaty enough to do any damage. You can see 5Power taking a lot of aggression down Banana.
Surprisingly, actually. I may not expect Swole Patrol to do this, but Swole Patrol force buys so much. As you can see, Freak, aka Maximus in server right now, and Zelsis with those hero AKs, everyone else deegged on up. They're going to re-smoke on 5Power's side. Buy themselves some time, but if you look on the minimap, 3 players just stacked up over towards top and mid, so this might be a hit.
Yeah, and Swole Patrol getting precariously close to this A site. The M4 ready and waiting for this one to strike, and Freakazoid's going to clear out the angles first. Obviously, being the in-game leader, getting up close and personal gives him a first perspective view as to what's going on, but Silent going to be first man in, and Toy has to contend with this one. The Deagle already raining through. The MP7 can't do anything. 5Power dropping like flies on the A site.
Might be it.
And this is such a hard retake. A site of Inferno, one of the harder sites to retake in CSGO.
Yeah, you could see the PTC hadn't even budged. He was waiting for those 2 players over an archway to fall back. And those force buys from Swole Patrol are so devastating sometimes. It's because it paid off immediately. Sometimes they do it with just 1 AK. Very similar story to how we started off the map last time, where Pride actually did this a very similar buy. Managed to make it work for him. Reset that pistol round, and 5Power, as soon as they opened up the door for themselves, they kind of had it shut. But saving that M4, the WMPs, and a fair bit of utility, you can try and maybe force up some pistols around those in the next round.
I like this from Swole Patrol as well. Not charging into this B site. Their money's obviously very low. We're obviously very early into this game. They don't want to be giving away any AK-47s. They don't want to be losing them themselves. That reinvestment into the second round or the third round is often one of the stumbling blocks that teams find really when they're trying to build their economy.
Yeah, you can see a nice sigh of relief there from the Silent. And these guys, very momentum, very kind of emotionally based. When they get some rounds underneath them, they start running away with things. And when they have a shaky start like this and pull it right back their way, that's going to give them everything they need to keep it up. Let's see if 5Power can slow things down.
Yeah, you can see this great buy here. Cast straight onto Banana. They've got the MP5s all round, the UMPs.
Same weapon, actually, just an upgraded version as the UMP, but Urcast tops off with that first frag. Zelsis does answer it on back. Spotted a little info, and they're going to rotate one of the second players. Split goes up 2 and 2 on that B bomb side, but one spotted out. Cabal, lucky to get out of there with his life.
Yeah, obviously wanting to keep that M4 in play. Dropped down by Urcast, dropping low early, but Cabal took a lot of damage from that engagement.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he tosses that over to the second player on that side. But now, with just over a minute left, Dobu gets a little bit of intel, and 1 frag as well. So Coop gets put on down, full blind is Silent. He's going to miss that shot, but now things are slowing back down.
Well, that evens up the numbers, and Swole Patrol actually falling behind here in a 3 versus 4. This early engagement has been so back and forth, and a lot of teams and a lot of staff counting the Asian team out. Perhaps a great start is exactly what they need. Toy on this site is being supported by Dubo up top. Zealous is going to look down from above. He's got such a vantage point up here, and there's the information. Can't find the frag.
Yeah, Dobu and Toy actually have swapped positions, and it seems to be working out for them. Dobu took the balcony spot. He got his first. Toy answers back, but now Maximus, or AK Freak, only good for one more, and it's going back and forth here. This is going to be a lot closer than I think anyone may have predicted.
Yeah, this is a great start here, and you can see them. 5Power looking calm and composed. Couple of fist bumps there, but nothing too extreme.
Yeah, no, I'm curious. Is Freakazoid and crew going to force up once more? Would not be surprised whatsoever, and there it is. Buying down to the bare bones. I expected maybe a couple CZs, something like that. Just one of those, UMP for Coop. 3 AKs, and now a lot of utility being used.
This is going to be a B-rush. They're going straight into the blender, though, where there are 3 Asians right here. Urkas going to find that first, second, and a huge dunk nade. There's a third as well. Urkas and Cabal going huge. Urkas absolutely smashing and battering Banana. As Cooper has to find another angle of engagement elsewhere.
Now he's caught up in almost a crossfire. He gets spotted out. Does lots of damage, but he can't put him down. Dobu survives on 3 HP, keeping all 5 players alive. They can start building up that economy on their own CT side, which has been in shambles the past couple rounds, the way this is going. But finally breaking the trend, back-to-back rounds for 5Power. Let's see, looking at the frags. Urkas topping off with 6 for himself. Dobu right behind on 5. So heating up, and Swole Patrol just going to be on pistols. Not a single bit of armor and what I call the Anders flashbang. Just have one little bit of utility to try and get yourself in on a site. No big investments other than that. It's always worth that 600 bucks. It's a smoke or flash or anything like that. But they're actually playing this one pretty slow, just trying to get some info, but all they're getting is nades raining down on top of their head.
That's a lot of damage.
Celsius down on 3 HP, so he's going to slowly back on up. But he's taking the peek in the engagement. Risky.
I like the Anders flash. I do like the sound of that. PTC doing a lot of damage right here. CZ might come out as well, but there's a headshot at least. So a little bit of damage from Swole Patrol. That investment not going completely to waste, but 5Power should be on a 4th round here. And after 4 rounds, and after this, when you start to get onto the 5s, the 6s, the 7s, that's when you start to maybe feel confident. Maybe you're starting to feel it.
Especially now, especially up against this, when we were counting them all out. And suddenly, I think I'm going to be eating my shoe after this, because these guys taking me by surprise in these early rounds here.
Metis right there?
Never go full Metis.
No, never do that.
So 5 AKs back out for Swole Patrol, and finally we see AWP. PTC, I've been highlighting this player all day, talking about him in the green room, on stream, and I just want to see what he can do, because I have seen some crazy shots from him. The first one's not going to hit, but he does get back out with full health.
Well, the Molotovs are great initially. This clock, it allows it to tick down. It stops them from going for a rush early. Swole Patrol forced to be passive, patient, and forced to show a little bit of respect. It is something that they obviously didn't want to do early on. They went for a very fast push onto the A site, on towards B as well a little later, and it looks like Cabal might be waiting for a flashbang here to perhaps catch Freakazoid out. This smoker has to go down right now before Freak goes for the peak. With 3 players over towards B site, they might be able to, well, they might be about to run into a tricky situation once again. Perfect
flashbang in there. Cabal's going to capitalize and get himself 2. He expected the 1 right there. Silence trying to bring it back his way, and there he will get 1. But still, numbers favoring 5Powers. The bomb is going to start making its way outside of Boiler in the hands of the capable Freakazoid.
Cass here, just trying to hold it down. Looking for the information as well. Just dodging and weaving out, and that's all he needs.
Yep.
He spotted out Freakazoid, and this really cuts off this rotation. Straight into CT spawn, and Urkas is going to be there, ready, waiting with a headshot.
I don't know why Freak went in with the bomb right there, and now Coop's trying to go in to recover it, and this round's just falling apart. Silent, they can build up some loss bonus, but he seems like he's going to go and try and damage the economy as much as possible. And there's his first chance. He's going to get the first one. Swings wide, 180, and he's going to find Urkas. This is now a doable situation, but no, there's only 15 seconds on the clock. I don't know if he can get back on that site and get that kill fast enough, but he is going to try.
He has to find this kill right here, right now. Toy being very passive and swings in for the headshot. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Bit of a round of applause right there for our Asian friends, and you can see they're loving it.
If their coach getting
hyped
hyped
up. He is having a laugh. He's having a giggle.
And that's Coach Ruin behind this Swole Patrol side. He was actually very happy that we allow coaches here. I mean, some places don't, especially in qualifiers. I heard that ECS wasn't allowing coaches in the initial part, which is kind of brings the most out of the team, and then you can see what they can do in their capabilities after that, outside of the individual skill.
I say, just let teams do what they want.
Yeah.
Nice and chill. Say, if that's how you're playing, that's how you're it. Starting live Zoom. We're starting the live Zoom. I like that. No live Zoom, apparently.
Okay. I've never seen that before.
No, I don't know what that
And
is.
these guys having some laughs as well.
They're laughing at the live Zoom. That's a great joke.
PTC, we only got to see that off for one round. I want to see it again. And this round, I think the economy is not going to be there for Swole Patrol, unfortunately. But they're definitely talking about something.
Yeah, and maybe this is a tactical pause.
That's
I don't
what I was
know
just
if it's fairly early, but I would say this is a perfect time to take it for the Americans. They're tactically down. They might be emotionally drained at this point as well. Just to the fact that they've tried a couple of things and nothing really seems to be working, and now they need to just have a bit of a chat, have a bit of a chill out, have a bit of a cool down. Maybe they thought, we're just going to come in and stomp this game. Maybe we have to only think about the American team, the European opposition.
That's exactly what I think they came in here thinking. We were just going to stomp on everything. They came in completely confident. One thing I'm happy to see is that they are taking a timeout. This is something did we see a timeout last map? We desperately needed them.
No. Yeah, that's a really good point. I wanted to bring that up in the first half, but there just wasn't really opportunity. Just a lack of a tactical timeout. When you're making so many mistakes as well.
Yeah.
So it's like, when you're just playing well and the other team's outplaying you, maybe there's not so much space for a tactical timeout other than deflating your enemies. But right here, right now, there are lots of mistakes being made. A tactical timeout can kind of replenish and repair that.
And I think that ours is actually over, so maybe a moment to cool some heads and buy some CZs. 4 sets of armor picked up. Silent gonna go at bare bones so we can get that AWP out as soon as possible in the coming rounds.
Fantastic. And once again, forcing respect out this Swole Patrol side. A lot of rounds in a row from 5Power, but that AWP isn't going to tag in, and Freakazoid instead is going to seal away that AWP. It's going to be Freak on that one, and Ryan's going to charge in. Toy needs to back off, needs to keep this AK-47 in guard. Dobu, and he goes down. Both players drop, and Cabal's got to go huge now. Gets dinked down, so it's really just all down to Urcast in this 2 versus 3. He's going to have to do the majority of the heavy lifting.
He might catch them off guard right here, but they have one flash, and it's only an Urcast, so he can't even get flashed out. He comes out. Zelsis finds a Kobe somehow right before that, and you can hear him shouting behind us. These guys, they get loud, they get rowdy. He's bringing energy to Esports Arena that is hard to find anywhere else. And now, what a round to win! Swole Patrol will get those wins sometime, kind of the same way that Pride got Etherian on just pistols. And that could deflate 5Power. Thankfully, their economy was built up pretty well. But now so is Swole's as they recover the AWP. Got 3 free AKs. All they had to buy this round was that M4.
Nothing in right now. And initial Molotov is going to fall at the feet of the CTs. This Toy, you see, they're starting to get a little more aggressive. This is a much further forward A setup than we're really used to seeing.
Well, no. It was kind of working for them after they swapped their positions, where Toy took over the Inners bomb site. Maybe they expect something from Swole Patrol to go push up top, and actually there it's going to work for him. Toy's going to find Freak. It's going to shift some attention from Swole over towards Banana. Yeah,
the problem is that really leaves Swole Patrol guessing. When you see a different person in a different position every single round, that makes it very hard for Freakazoid to get a read as to how many people are even on this bomb site.
PTC just anchoring down the A bomb site. Looks like action might be over towards B, but the bomb is actually backed up over towards T ramp. So I'm curious what Swole Patrol is doing. It's 50 seconds left on the clock. They're going to line up some smokes, and looks like this is going to be an execute. They are keeping Cooper lurking over towards A. He does this a lot. Usually comes out over towards Arches, trying to catch that early rotation. He's playing this one a bit differently.
Cabal up top. This is a one and done position, but he's going to drop before that happens. Cast straight through the smoke is going to destroy Ryan. Zealous and Silent with trades, and Zealous is going to whiff a big spray down there. Cooper as well keeps this one close and competitive, but Urcast on the B site needs to stop this bomb from going down. It's lingering at the back B site with only 15 seconds left. Both these T's are low, and Urcast playing extremely patiently, waiting for this one to come in.
5 seconds. They need to try and put this bomb down now. It's almost too late. He's got time. And actually, they fell off that, smoked off, so they're playing this one safe, letting that bomb go down, giving them a little bit of money. But the HP is so... I completely agree with you. But the HP is low on Swole Patrol.
Walk into the AWP, and that gives him a perfect opportunity to eliminate one. Urcast is very low, and he's going to be made mincemeat of. I feel like that was a big mistake from 5Power right there. Falling off of the bomb just as it was about to be planted. Both players on 26, 28 HP as well. It only takes one bullet to stop the bomb going down, end the round completely.
May not have been communicated. I'm surprised when they were doubled up over there towards construction and they were smoked off. I just pushed 2 players through that. As if you know there's literally 6 seconds left in the round, one of them is going to get that kill in most situations. But now, Swole Patrol starting to close this gap. 5Power, I like what they're doing with the economy and just going for almost a full save. And well, this round might be done and dusted before it even gets started as Silent takes out the third.
5Power just kind of trying to slow this one down now after that initial rush. There's the AWP finishing one off, and a completely clean round from Swole Patrol. Exactly what they needed after a lot of messy Counter-Strike.
Definitely, and Silent getting a couple of those kills, even though it's on the eco, just get that op warmed up now. It's going to be interesting to see what he can do up against 5Power once they're back on the full buy.
You can see that kill differential. 5Power actually spreading it quite thin. 11 kills on Urcast. He's doing a lot of the heavy lifting. Only 3 frags on Cabal.
Cabal, first one in. He's going to back off immediately, though. Swole Patrol not going for those rushes, except for this one single round. They've actually been paying, like you said a couple times, a lot of respect to 5Power, which is something they don't do a whole lot in-game.
There's a smoke drop. Dobu trying to look for this one. Eager to avoid the AK spray down there, but he's super close to this smoke. They're just going to pour it through. Freakazoid off first, and they're just funneling into Dobu. 3 frags for him, and they're all headshots. Zealous dispatched off as well. And 5Power going to take their 6th round. That was
a mess right there from the Swole Patrol. They were just using that one barrel close to that corner to try and jump up over the smoke. But after the first player failed it, and you know the toy is close, they tried to go for the second player. They just kept feeding themselves in one by one, thinking it would catch them off guard, but dancing around that pillar on patio. And Toy just managed to hold that down. Now the op is finally back in PTC's hands. Full buy across the board for both of these teams. This will be pretty much the most even round we have, economy-wise.
Oh, PTC annihilate Zealous. What a beautiful opening shot, and that puts 5Power ahead.
Yeah, that'll definitely slow them down. Zelsis might think twice about going up. Banana and 5Power, once again, they got that first kill, and they're going to push forward again. Cabal edging forward. He's got Urcast behind him, but actually it's going to be Toy to find one over towards the A site. And now the bomb, Freak has the bomb again, heading over towards A all alone. Finally, Ryan is going to be back behind him. Silent is completely flashed off, tries to shot anyways, but Cabal finds Ryan. Cabal a second, and now Freak going huge on the bomb site, so A's bomb site. But he gets spotted out.
He's still got a lot of work to do though. Oh, PTC going to shut him down before I can even open my trap. 5Power starting to claw ahead once again. Feels like a couple of the mistakes made by Swole Patrol, that big triple kill from Dobu, maybe put a lot of wind in their sails.
Yeah, and just to highlight this, we're both wrong. I think I said 16-6, you went lower. Already 7 rounds for 5Power. These guys just
I already lost
showing up.
I already lost.
There are many bets going on upstairs, actually, in the green room, production room.
Going on.
Beers will be owed.
Higher.
So now, what does Swole Patrol do in this situation?
What are the bets saying? What are they saying? Are they saying that Pride are going to win?
Yeah, it was about the Pride one, yeah.
It's interesting stuff.
And now I believe we have another timeout coming through. Definitely some things to talk about after that round. I don't think that Swole Patrol ever gave the benefit of the doubt that 5Power could be performing like this, and I don't think anyone did, really. You
can see they look very deflated. Who's that 4 from the front? He doesn't look very happy.
4 from the front, that is Zelsis. He is a very emotional player, is something I can say about him. And not in a negative way, because it can help you, but when it's not, it completely deflates you. Freak also looking a bit quiet here.
Yeah, before this match, he was dancing. He was really showing off his moves. He was really going for it as well.
Well, we have a little bit of NA cockiness, so you can hear with the shouting. And as you can see, Etherian didn't pay off for them, and Swole Patrol starting to lose some footing here.
They have certainly shut these Americans up. They're not doing much shouting anymore. I want to see a close competitive match, though. They need to get their heads in the game, and maybe another tactical pause is going to do that for them.
Yeah, you could see no one really talking on the lineup, but I know that Ruin, he's probably seen something. It's gone over in his head, and we were coming out of freeze time now into this next round, and both teams going to be on pretty much a full buy, only lacking a couple grenades here and there on Swole. And what did they change up? They've been getting shut down early on B. They know that 5Power are going to push that, get aggressive. And speaking of aggressive, that was a dangerous peak. Silence so lucky to be alive. And on 27 HP after taking that bullet through the wall. And Swole Patrol, well, didn't learn their lesson, but they're not being punished for it, finally edging themselves up over towards Banana.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like they've actually changed anything here. The buy's exactly the same, the default's exactly the same. And 5Power, they've been playing 3 players towards B a lot of the time, but right now it's only 2. And Cabal getting up close and personal. He's about to take this aggressive angle of engagement, and I think he's waiting for the flash here. It worked last time, but Ryan's going to neutralize him this time. Cast here, last line of defense on this site, but Swole Patrol with the initial frag. I'm going to back off.
Dobu getting really greedy, but at the CT side, when you lose that first player, getting aggressive is usually what you have to do, and Celsius is punishing every avenue that 5Power want to get in. And that's going to leave him, PTC, alone in libraries. The rotation from Urkas comes through. Free bomb site, and that's 1 free kill for PTC. Now the double peek over towards mid. You can see Swole Patrol still thinks there's someone on site. They're barely getting on there. And now PTC has fallen off. Is he going for a save on this? Or maybe he thought they could have been planning on B, because Swole Patrol did stall it out a little bit. But now it's just Urcast all alone. PTC went all the way back towards B. Must be just going for the save right now. It's 2v4, but if you're going to go for the save with the op, why not take the M4 with it?
Yeah, why not have a complimentary AK-47 there?
Did he have the AK there?
Yeah, he had an AK.
That's even better.
Yeah,
they don't want to lose
moving
those.
in for it. 5Power, obviously, with a lot of winning their sales, as I said before, with a lot of confidence going into this one, maybe a bit of overconfidence, maybe a bit of complacency, feeling I can take on the world, but perhaps Swole Patrol shutting that one down. And again, they haven't got much money to really go for this push. They haven't got the dollar. They're in the land of the dollar.
Going into round number 13, these are the rounds that are really going to start to change the tide if you can string any of these back to back. But I mean, both these teams are having issues trying that, not trying that, doing that.
Talking of dollars, I don't agree with your dollar bills. I don't agree with having a dollar bill. Have a dollar coin.
We lose those.
You don't lose the coins.
Well, in fact, well, phones are so small they're falling out of pockets at this point. We do the exact same with coins.
My phone ain't falling out of my pocket. I got deep pockets, and my phone ain't falling out.
Then you're buying dinner tonight. So PTC fast down Banana. He's not going to get that though. So the triple stack towards B happened again. PTC hoping for another miracle shot. This time, it's not hitting, but there are players there. Oh, that was a little close right there. But Cabal pushes in, finds Zelsis. Silent finds him through the wall. Indeed, bringing this back to even numbers, slowing things down.
That's a great couple of trades up towards top Banana. Spreads the 5Power defense thin, and Swole Patrol have got to know, if they know how 5Power have been playing, that there are only going to be 2 players towards this A site at this point, because 5Power have had a very B-orientated defense. 2 players over here, 3 players over here when all 5 are alive. There's a smoke down, and might be a bit of leeway, but I like Swole Patrol slowing this down as soon as they find the entries.
Yeah, don't want to let them do that for too long, though. As the bomb finally just gets picked up. Okay, you'd be surprised how often people forget the bomb is back there on T-Ram, but it's going to be taking its way over towards B. Freak backing up from mid. As the rotation has actually just fallen off from 5Power. They put a 3rd player back over towards A. That's going to leave, I'm guessing that's PTC. Yep. Op, trained on from actually a bit of an off angle over there towards Dark. Usually you'd expect this player over towards Spools. Let's see if Ryan does this. Currently waiting for a flash. No flash, goes in dry actually. But PTC punishes it immediately, and rotation is back. Urcast here to support.
PTC holding exactly the same angle, going to hit a fully blind shot. PTC, great shot from him, and he's going to go back for more. It's Cooper just facing and facing. Silent finally hits it, but he's only got 10 seconds left on this side. Great fast shot, and this might be doable. Plants it straight on Fountain, and that smoke gives him perfect cover. Right at the back of this site, bit of a whiff as he goes for more. Another whiff. Silent, he has to hit something. Where's this coming from? He's run out of bullets, and they're not even charging him in. They're playing this one together, but this AWP isn't going to find it. Toy instead puts 8 on the board, but he had a billion chances right there.
You can't fault him too much. He good to get the initial 3 kills to get on that site. He just exhausted himself, got the bomb down at the very last second, was just in such a dire situation, had to back up, tried dancing around for time, but those opportunities, they needed to at least hit one of those, get that into an isolated 1v1. So that'll be 5Power taking the lead a little bit further, 8-5 here as we enter our last 2 rounds. Let's see what the buy's like. Cooper relegated it to CZ. Triple AKs, AWP back in the hand of Silent. What's the play here? It actually looks like it was fast up towards B. Again, PTC minus spot 1. That's going to be Coop over there towards alt mid where he likes to lurk around. Cabal. All right, getting maybe a little greedy, this aggression. It goes unpunished. I'm so surprised from Swole Patrol.
Might be about to take this corner right now. These trades have been perfect from Swole Patrol so far, but Cabal hasn't gone down until now. Ryan finally disposing of him. Swole Patrol with this clean trade once again, but they've had this the last 3 rounds in a row and only been able to deal with it once. The question is, how are they going to take this one? And it's going to be the same one as before, the same tactic as they do rotate back to this A site. 5Power, even with this banana control, you can see Dobu spotted them. He's jumping away at banana. He knows that there's nothing coming. He knows it's going to be towards the A site, and 5Power are going to be able to get the 3-man defense on the pointy letter.
Ericast getting here just in time. These guys going to be running up through Speedway. Freak's going to find the first one, trading up at PTC. Almost gets enough time to pull a trigger. Freak, Silent, go double down. And now it's all up to Dobu. 1v3. They have the money to throw this M4 away and try and do some more economic damage. Keep Swole Patrol honest going to the next round. But it's a lot to ask of him.
Yeah, Silent is hidden away up towards Apps as well, and he hears those footsteps pouring away.
Good read right there, actually. I mean, you could have gone tried to do some damage, but as soon as you said those footsteps were heard, that flashbang stalled him out a couple seconds. That was dire time he needed. He didn't have the kit, yeah. So falls off, and Swole Patrol, they've been really kind of afraid of 5Power at this point. They don't want to lose any of those weapons. They're not going hunting. They haven't gone hunting for any of those saves all map, which is very unlike them. Because they are very much disrespectful, go aggressive play, show that you're the better player in those 1v1 duels. Well, it's a whole different ball game here as 5Power going to take this bomb over. Well, let's Swole Patrol put one more round up on the board.
Here we go. Final round of the half. Make or break point. This really does dictate a lot right here. 9-6, 7-8. Very different scorelines.
Especially with Swole Patrol going over towards their CT side. I think they favor it a little bit because they get that double op setup, something that we have not seen from 5Power. Look at this, Dobu getting aggressive down mid. He's got himself into alt mid where they've seen Cooper a couple times early and they're expecting it. Oh, he looks the wrong way. The timing is not pay off. And there's another player just to his right.
So game of spot the difference right there. And Silent is going to spot it himself. Cooper as well. This might be the 7th round on the board for Swole. This Cabal just hidden away at the back of this smoke. Going to go for this aggressive push. Ryan's going to find him. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Cast back to A. And they're going to completely circumnavigate him straight into the B site. That's going to be 7-8.
Yeah, 1v5, nigh impossible situation. And well, he's gambled on the wrong side at this point. A little bit of utility, that smoke up mid pulled him over, and now he's going to be trying to find them from Banana, but he's moving, he's making some steps. Cooper hears that. Clean round from Swole Patrol, and this is as close as it could be here. They're going to definitely need that round going into the next half, though. Get some confidence, get some momentum under you, because these guys looking a little shakier than I'd expect to see them.
Yeah, and obviously going on to 5Power's T side, they get to control the pace of the game now. How important do you reckon that's going to be?
It's utterly important, especially if they can get that second pistol. And the way that they're playing, I think it's possible. But what happened, I think the first round was Zelsis went down first, and Zelsis and Cooper are the guys you want alive in those pistol rounds. Cooper gets quad kills all the time, pistol rounds, and he's going to be probably anchoring down. I thought he was going to go over to, he's over towards B. But now, T side, all 5 players are stacked up over towards mid. Actually, sneaking one over there towards Apps. This might be just a very fast A rush.
Look at this, all pouring in, and Silent gets dinked down to 50 straight away. Zealous has to hit a headshot here, but he's being forced to back off as Urcast finds one. It's Ryan on this side trying to fight his way out, but he's being dinked down to 0 by Cabal. Urcast and him finding the majority of the frags. That nade's going to dunk down, but Swole Patrol can't do nothing. 7-9.
4 players kept alive as well, and you said they needed both pistol rounds to win this, and well, they got just that.
Well, that's
everything
one
else is
box
on them.
ticked, isn't it?
Yeah. And now I expect the force up again. Well, it's just standard force up as they, well, the only last pistol round, it got down to 1 player for 5Power, so they could afford to get those double AKs out, go for those hero plays. This is just going to be stock standard CS, 3 CZs, Deeg, and Silent repping the E250, something you don't see a whole lot anymore.
Well, I like it. He's got the long game in mind. He's obviously wanted to pick up that AWP in the 4th round coming up fairly soon. That's a plan B if they can't take this one.
Swole Patrol setting a bit of a crossfire towards top of mid. Dobu not close to see that quite yet. A couple more players from that terrorist side of 5Power slowly starting to get some map control over towards B, where Zelsis, he's one of their main B players. And he never count these CZs out. This is... Actually, I just wish they'd remove it from the game. Now, I don't know about you, but just take it out of the game. Well, Cooper, he's not going to fire his as Urcast just takes 2 heads off, but Ryan chimes back in. Brings us slightly back their way.
This is... And I've been talking to some of the American players. This is what we call the Asian aim. These AKs going huge, but Ryan's going to find 2 of his own. CC and really catching players off. It's chess with 2. That was great transfer right there. And it puts a lot of pressure on Zealous. So 1 versus 3, no Kevlar, no kit. He has to do something right now. He's got to do something fast.
Bomb planted, no kit. He's got that flash. He could try and surprise him. That would just give away his position, but already, well, spotted out. He's just going to save that flashbang in the CZ for the next round.
See you later, Alligator.
That'll be that. Swole Patrol letting 5Power go up to double digits. This is nutty.
I like that Legends Cup logo. Down bottom
redesigned to match the trophy, yeah.
I like it. I like it. That beautiful trophy. That beautiful.
I didn't notice it until someone pointed out to me.
If we didn't get the trophy here, that would have been funny. That would have been a shame, wouldn't it?
Thankfully, everything works out in the end.
Have Legends Cup without a cup.
The cup. We got some red solo cups upstairs, which I heard that the Brits find funny or endearing.
What do we find funny?
The red solo cups. We drink out of red plastic cups.
Sure thing. Like, you Americans have funny ways of doing a lot of things. Your dollar bills, your LA... You know, LA toilets are so messed up. LA toilets fill up, and then you pull the flush, and then they, like, shoots it down, but...
That's why we're in a drought.
LA toilets suck.
Oh, Cooper has a Zeus! We didn't get to see it! Oh, I love seeing those.
I'm talking about toilets. He's flushing someone down the tubes.
Definitely now. And Bomb Planet's going to be a 3v4 for the retake. They don't have a whole lot to lose. They can get full rifles up in the next round. But up against those MAC-10s, they might not want to give up with all that little stat padding. Let them build that bank.
Nothing's happening. Let's talk about LA toilets. Don't you feel like LA toilets fill up really high?
I was a plumber for the past year, so
yeah,
actually,
go to those. Yeah, do you agree with me?
Yeah, we waste a lot of water here, but
yeah,
it's
so mad.
It's LA standard. Actually, they have their own tax codes, or not tax codes, plumbing codes, and all that jazz. What is? Did you just try to shuck away? He did indeed. Yeah, you can't have that CZ. That's ours.
He doesn't want it.
So, 1 player going to get dropped on down. 5Power losing 2 in this process, but Toy's going hunting. He doesn't need more than to have pistols in the next round. And in the end, he finds the last 2 kills. He's padding his stats. And 5Power, theirs goes to 11. Swole Patrol, they're going to have a chance to get back in this game now on what I think is their favorite side.
Yeah, and Toy has really been electrifying the last couple of rounds. I think that's 5 kills in 2. And they are just keeping the pressure up. Swole Patrol finally got out the AWP. Silent save for that. Everybody else with the M4s. A bit light on nades, I have to say. Not many Molotovs, only 1 on Ryan. Silent hasn't got any nades to talk of or whatsoever. And Cooper's not even got a smoke. So this could be easy if 5Power decide to make Swole sweat. This could be a fairly easy take.
Yeah, making them wait for it, though. 5Power looking like they're expecting some sort of aggression, but Swole Patrol, I think they're all out of that. Down 4 rounds in a matchup that they thought they would hardly win. Now, a lot of utility being used from 5Power over towards the A-bomb site. Shot rings out, does not hit home, though.
At least we might get to see an Asian team in a best of 3.
That would be nice.
That could be fun.
I'd like to see what kind of map pools they could have to see what they do differently. If there's anything that really kind of breaks the standard meta that we're used to.
It's going to be great to really get the they are putting the international in Allied Esports International.
Look at this, 50 seconds left on the clock. They finally backing off that lurker of Cabal. And it's 22 players trying to anchor down this B-bomb side. Be surprised if they don't rotate Ryan over soon.
Live, does it?
No, you're right. That's why they backed off. Yeah. Might just hit the pause during freeze time. I'm not sure. Might just be a timeout for the next round as they are headed to banana. 33 seconds left on the clock.
It doesn't look like they're doing anything. Not too sure about this one.
No damage has been done, so this is totally match-medicable. Yeah. So something may have gone awry.
So it gives us a bit of a pause. It gives us a bit of a break. Oh, it looks like we're going to be restarting this round, which is easy peasy. No kills were traded. No real damage at all. So the players, it's a bit of a break in pace. Who do you reckon this will affect? Of course, 5Power, they're leading. We weren't expecting this by any means. Maybe if they took a pistol round, maybe we'd have expected a temporary lead in the first couple. But what's going on?
I think that, like I said earlier, very confident, momentum-based team. And as soon as I think they lost that pistol round, got that one back on there and seemed like, oh no, we can destroy you with just pistols, just upgraded a couple AKs, and then immediately had that confidence shattered. They have just not got the wind back in their sails. And these guys, once they kind of get down on themselves, they need a bit of a break to actually come back from that, is what I've seen in the past.
Look at these lads. They're so chill. They don't look phased at all by the lights. They don't look phased by that beautiful trophy. They don't seem phased by the beautiful, glamorous casters on the stage. They don't feel phased by anything.
Definitely calm, cool, and collected. The 3 C's that you need.
And of course, we're restarting at 11-7 for 5Power right now, and that was a scoreline nobody was really expecting.
Nope. That's why I hate predictions. I hate giving predictions. DeBears and I try and avoid it at all costs, but you put me on the spot.
I put you on the spot. I made you.
I'm not afraid of looking dumb.
It was my producer. My producer said, get a prediction out
of this. Blame production.
Grill this guy, interrogate this guy, get a number. I want a number, or you're fired. You're out of the door. Get a number for me right now.
I'm glad I spat one out then. And spitting them out, indeed, is what 5Power has been doing to these guys. They got Swole Patrol shook, and these guys, even in the rounds that they should have lost, didn't seem like they phased them whatsoever. But we're going to get back into this. Hopefully no more match medic as well. Looks like they kind of balanced out the nades a little bit more than the previous round, actually. Yeah, they gave up helmets. They gave up helmets in trade, and which is smart. I mean, up against AKs, those helmets aren't going to do a whole lot for you.
Wow, so they're looking a lot better already, just by the buy.
Subtle adjustments, sometimes it's the most important thing, especially when it comes to economy. But he might get caught up timing, and he swings around left, just in time to scare off that player. But Zelsis, that was Freak who was holding up close. Zelsis is getting pushed off. He's tagged up. It's going to be a free sight for 5Power.
And they seem cold right now. Swole Patrol have to hit some shots, and Zealous and Ryan are going to do it. 2 for them as that bomb gets dropped. The smokes and Molotovs.
The Molotov was perfect. It split up the 5Power side.
Fall. As 5Power on this site have 1 smoke, 1 Molotov left. This could waste a little bit of precious time off this clock. And Urcast has actually been tagged down low, 4 versus 3. But Swole Patrol don't have any HGs to rely on. They need something to bait somebody out, and maybe that flashbang could have done it, but Dobu's just a little bit late, and as that Molotov fades, Dobu's going to try for the spray down, and it's perfect, the transfer for the headshots, and Urcast going to go for the follow-up spray downs, but it's going to be Cooper. Has he got enough time?
No, there's no kit.
He's just falling off. He's got the AWP. It's going to be another round for 5Power. How are they doing this?
I have no idea, and one thing we touched on was they sacrificed the helmets, get some more utility. Nobody got a kit. And that could have changed that entire round right there. They were a little bit slow going into it. They didn't chuck out their utility early enough. They had that 1 Molotov that separated 5Power, but they still had 2 smokes within like the last 8 seconds of that bomb ticking down.
We're shitty casters. We're shoddy casters right there.
We didn't even notice the kit.
We complimented their buy when it was a terrible buy.
Yeah, just one kit. That's all you need in that situation. May have completely changed the round, but they're going to have a tactical pause to really talk about what went wrong there and what they can do to change this. Because now 5Power up 12-7.
You can see them biting on the fingernails right there. Looking nervous for the first time in a while. This is getting close.
I think that Swole Patrol would like it to be a little bit closer, actually. But doors slowly shutting on them.
Yeah, well, 5Power are getting close to the win.
Yeah.
Which I wasn't expecting whatsoever. And you can see be getting back into the game very shortly. I can see that there's an AWP and a bunch of pistols.
Yeah, these guys, like I said, they force up a lot of these situations. And well, they save the AWP. Cooper, I wonder if he's actually going to be keeping that one for himself right now. Hasn't tossed it over to Silent. Actually, you can tell on screen right now. Looks like they were talking about who's going to hold that one down.
Yeah, one of the real problems for Swole Patrol on that previous round is nobody seemed confident to go for the engagement.
No one wanted to go first.
You saw at the B site, everybody just pussying out, backing off. I didn't really like to see it. I want to see balls, and these players have balls more than me.
Well, I think Cabal's got some balls. He's going for the MAC-10. He's kind of got a good read on this economy. He knows they'd be broken. Might not expect him to have all the CZs, though. So he's just trying to make some cash this round.
He's not expecting the armor, though, is he?
No. Those CZs, they can be Oh, that was just dirty. Cooper immediately loses the op. Ryan gets it back in his hands. Oh, and 2K with that CZ. It's going to have Silent over there towards the A-bomb site, backing off. I think they've already felt happy enough with this round, but what more could they do with it?
They haven't picked up any rifles just yet, and the bomb rotating back to the B site. Looks like they're going to go for a standard execute with these 3 players. PTC getting flashed off the angle. Zealous going to look to toss in this smoke quite soon. There it goes, the chicken.
And Zealous has just boosted up his teammate as well.
That chicken wanted some airtime.
It's always good to see them. So now that boost might not pay off as well. 5Power has fallen off, and now they're going to go up towards top of mid. Urcast looks like he's going to be the first one in. No one holding any close angles for Swole Patrol. Ryan's up top on balcony. And last player, Silent, edging himself out over towards Arches.
They seem indecisive, but they've got to pour into Silent. That head peek was great, but Silent goes for a second. And straight back onto the A site. He's going to have to hit a shot sometime soon. Otherwise, he's going to get overrun, and there it is. There's the first and the second. Silent with a great 2-piece.
He did all he could, and what was strange about that was Ryan actually fell off into Apps check for a flank, left him all alone there, but now he's coming back out, and Maximus is going to finish it off. I mean, freak. Those CZs, these guys win rounds they never should with CZs, but sometimes, I mean, the full buys aren't working out, but it's so strange. It's not consistent enough, and they've got to be consistent if they're going to try and win this one.
Yeah, that's a big round right there.
Yeah.
Might change the pace, might change the momentum.
They needed it desperately.
And now 5Power. They've been put on the back foot for the first time in a while. They haven't been really shot down like that since the first half. Since the first half of the first half.
And now they've got one more chance. 5 AKs across the board for the T side of 5Power. So going to round number 21. They're playing a little bit slow last round. This round looks like more of the same.
42,000 people are watching this in China. Are you kidding me? That's crazy.
That is amazing, actually. The whole Chinese scene, it's really
number.
starting to blow up.
Well, they're obviously excited. They're kicking some American ass right here.
Definitely. We've been seeing more and
soil.
more.
This is some big international competition here. And 5Power, they've got to be feeling the heat. Of course, we're in hot and sunny Santa Ana, California. And they're looking to turn it up.
Playing this one slow, but actually player's going to be in towards the A-bomb side. It's going to be Dobu to go in first. He's got one player up in Apps, but he's not even going to need him. He's going to go in fast. Find Ryan, but Silent, he's going to hit that one. He's going to hit some more of those, but Cabal says no. Takes Silent's head right off the top. Tries to find some more. Does heavy damage on it. Cooper, 48 HP, and Cabal, he's going big this round. Anchoring down that B site. And Celsius is going to chime in, bring this back down to even numbers after Freak picks up Toy.
Those were unnecessary peaks right there. Yeah. Cabal is getting up close and personal, getting aggressive. Zealous can't really count on this happening as he's throwing the flashes off, and he's going to get caught off guard. Just Freakazoid left. Here's the veteran. Needs this round, and he's got a kit as well. He's got time. He might actually catch Cabal off guard, who's already got the 3 frags. But Freakazoid, oh, there's the first man spotted out. Doesn't know exactly where Cabal is right now, but he's got to break this crossfire. And Urcast isn't actually giving this one up. The crossfire's perfect, and that's 13 rounds for 5Power. Not making the mistakes when it really matters.
That was all on Cabal right there. He went in, got that first entry, somehow got the second one after Silent shot the top player coming out of Apps, and really just clutched that one out. That's going to put, okay, actually Swole Patrol's money was a little bit better than I thought it was. Still lacking a lot of utility, just the one kid. Cooper relegated down to a dig, but he can hit some crazy one-shots with that. So never count him out. But if they don't win this, I think that's pretty much done and dusted for the map. That'll put 5Power on round 14.
Oh,
and
what was that?
That was PTC finding the noggin a silent, putting him right back down. So now Cooper, secondary opera for the squad, he's going to pick that right back up. But now they're divided 2 and 2 and 5Power. They could just stack a bomb site and overrun at this point.
That is a phenomenal and maybe extremely influential shot. If Freakazoid's going to whiff another one, it's Toy. But the second, that smoke's going to get dropped. But Zella's flashed off, and he's flashed off the angle as well. A flash high in the sky, and he's only going to find one.
That's the bomb site for them, 2v4. Well, let them get to 14 rounds, and that's exactly what they're going to do. Not even to go for this 2v4 with an AWP and a FAMAS. Not going to be enough, but Cooper looks... Oh, for a second, he's like double back. Sometimes these guys will actually completely disregard their idea for the save. But now they're actually going to be splitting these players up, giving them a better chance of at least keeping one of these rounds. Rifles up in the next round.
And we're staring down the barrel of 14 rounds for 5Power.
Yeah, that T side up for PTC, I thought he was going to be much more impactful on the CT side, but he's hitting that shot up mid pretty much every single time. Silent or Cooper, whoever's going to take that in the next round, they might want to be wary, play a bit more passively. As Swole Patrol, I mean, they're only... Oh, no! There's one of them not saved. Cooper's going to chime in, put Dobu down. Can he save this for the last? So he's about to be pincered on in. Two players coming in from his right, actually. They gave up that...
what happened?
Production! Detours in chat, please.
Cabal got that kill. He didn't save. That's
No
the AWP gone. And Swole Patrol have nothing to work with. One away from map and match point.
And they're forcing up everything they can. We saw those CZs coming right on out. Their money is going to be so broken in the next round. It is all coming down to this round. This time, they do have the kit, plenty of utility. Early Molotov might slow them down, and that it will. Celsius and Freak fall off. But they're getting aggressive up in apps, so this is going to be a nice change of pace from Swole Patrol. Cooper and Ryan double down. They might get Cabal here, who's been one of the MVPs, I could say, for 5Power.
Just like the KFC double down, it doesn't taste good.
They had those over there?
Right.
I'm
yeah,
sorry. I am
sucks,
so sorry
man.
that we sent those to you.
You know, I was behind a guy. I was with somebody in KFC commenting on how bad a double down is, and then a guy in front of me ordered 2 double downs.
Oh, the double-double.
We laughed for a day.
Back here, Cooper is not going to want to double down on his aggressive push. He got put down to 7. Lucky to be alive right now. He's got Ryan there to back him up. Now Toy. Can he find this? He's going to get slowed down by that flashbang. Freak just completely saved Celsius. There was on 53 HP. And that flash, who was that from? That had to be...
Oh, a clean double entry as well. That flash molly combination is sometimes so deadly. Kamal's going to find one on the side of the map, and this one might feel done.
Yeah. Ryan and Silent, last 2 alive. And look at this, perfect, well, bit of a flank there, or not a flank, just a lurk from Cabal, he's just dancing around looking for Ryan. Wow. In the end, he does find him, leaving Silent in a 1v5 situation. And he is on site with 20 seconds left. He's going to let that bomb be planted as he's tucked away in construction. And really, he's probably just going to wait this one out. Hope to steal an AK in the next round to hand over to whoever. Usually it's Celsius or Freak in these situations.
It's going to be so hard to get hold of one unless Toy's going to give it up. Oh, but they're charging into him. They know exactly where he is. That CZ's not going to be able to do enough. He drops down. That's 15-8.
This is uncanny. Nobody would have expected this. There are going to be some crazy upset bets on the Reddit. I can't wait to see what the post-match Reddit analysis is.
I can't see what the production room is going to be like.
Oh, God. All right, so now Swole Patrol busting out 2 of the UMPs, 3 CZs, and well, more utility than they've had in a couple of the previous rounds. Celsius picking up that kit. All comes down to this.
I'd go to our esports manager after this and be like, how's that Swole Patrol bet doing?
And actually, Swole Patrol changing things up. 3 players down top of Banana, but 5Power, it's like they predicted this. Holding pretty far back on 3 of those players. Well, they do keep a bit of aggression over towards Apps, but it's going to be Celsius to get aggressive down towards Banana, and that smoke is actually going to slow him down. Extinguishes the Molotov, gives them a nice escape, so they can shuffle off some of these players. Where Ryan might actually see Cabal, who's got tagged up from God knows where. Maybe some damage through the wall. Those paper-thin walls of apartments, I really wish those were changed. And what Cooper's going to wish he changed his position is Cabal finds him immediately, and a single point of damage taken. Now man advantage for 5Power.
They are 4 players away from taking this one 1-0. Ryan's going to claw one back. Freakazoid on this site, going to go for an aggressive peek, but he only finds one. The trade's thick and fast, 5Power. But Ryan's still roaming on this A site. He's still going for this one with the AK-47 picked up from the
what was that?
dead hands of Cabal, who does try and trade him and chase him down. He's found 3 kills at this point, and they have this A site under wraps. Cabal, he has actually spotted out another one. That flash could be perfect. He only flashed himself, so not quite as good as I initially thought it could be.
And Cabal is so
He's holding in
damaged.
pit. There is a crossfire.
It's a perfect setup right now. San's going to go in first as he does have the most, or at least HP. He gets the first one to Urkus before Cabal chimes in. Now back down to a 1v1. Only the CZ in hand. Doesn't want to go for the up, and Cabal's going to double tap him on down and take the victory. 16 to, was it 10? 16, just
And
take the victory.
ace to finish it
Ace
as
as
well.
well.
5 kills from Cabal. How fitting is that? An upset of just incredible magnitude. A team, they've flown over from the other side of the world and they're performing great on the American stage.
Yeah, I got to say,